This is TechCrunch.
Hubble Network's satellite-powered Bluetooth network is getting a big upgrade. The Seattle-based startup, which aims to bring to enterprises what Apple's Find My has brought to consumers, has built a powerful new phased array receiver that will enable what Hubble CEO Alex Harrow called a true Bluetooth layer around the Earth. This advanced payload will fly on two massive new satellites from 4-year-old Muon space called MuSat XL, which are slated to launch in 2027. The first two MuSat XL spacecraft will deliver a 12-hour global revisit time and detect Bluetooth Low Energy (BLE) signals at 30 times lower power than current capabilities, Hubble says. If those numbers pan out, it could materially extend battery life for tracking tags and sensors here on Earth. Those two satellites will form the backbone of Hubble's BLE finding network for enterprises in sectors ranging from logistics, infrastructure, and defense. Hubble made history in 2024 when it became the first company to establish a Bluetooth connection directly to a satellite. The startup's proposition is compelling. Instead of needing to buy specialized hardware, customers will only need to integrate their device's chipsets with a piece of firmware to enable connection to the Hubble network. The benefits of the space-based network are massive, Hubble argues. It can provide visibility across the globe, including in remote areas, and offers a developer-friendly way to let companies track assets without building any additional infrastructure. The company currently has 7 spacecraft on orbit with a target of having 60 satellites in operation by 2028. The long-term goal is to upgrade the entire constellation to the larger platform buses because of their power and performance upgrades, Harrow said. It's an aggressive schedule, but Harrow added that one reason Hubble chose to partner with Muon is the latter's ability to rapidly scale manufacturing to hit this goal, despite being a young company. A recent $146 million funding round should help. Gregory Smurin, president of Muon Space, told TechCrunch that the company's San Jose production facility is being built out to support production of over 500 spacecraft per year by 2027. Hubble is the first customer for the 500-kilogram class MuSat XL satellite platform, which Muon says can provide multi-kilowatt powered payloads, optical crosslinks, high-volume downlink, and near real-time communications for time-sensitive missions. The partnership also signals a bigger push by the company to compete for more lucrative contracts with the Department of Defense. The XL platform is a perfect size and capability for SDA tranche missions, Smurin said, referring to the Space Development Agency's initiative to build out a missile defense constellation in low Earth orbit. XL reflects both the evolution of our technical stack and our growing role in delivering the kind of multi-mission spacecraft that programs like SDA increasingly rely on. Muon's business model can be thought of as space as a service. The company designs, builds, and operates satellites using a vertically integrated stack of hardware and software. The stack, called Halo, is meant to open up space access for companies with promising payloads but no interest in building the underlying satellite architecture. In practice, that means Hubble can focus on developing the BLE network while Muon handles the satellite platforms and mission operations. AI startup Perplexity is powering a new AI-powered search engine on Truth Social, President Donald Trump's social media platform. The search engine, dubbed Truth Search AI, is already available on the web version of Truth Social, with public beta testing on its iOS and Android apps planned for the near future. Trump Media said in a press release that Perplexity's tech provides direct, contextually accurate answers with transparent citations, which will help Truth Social exponentially increase the amount of information available to users. Nonetheless, the social media platform maintains control over which sources of information the AI search engine draws from. Truth Social is using the Perplexity Sonar API, which promises to query the web to retrieve current and verified information, even if that information is scraped from websites that block Perplexity's crawlers, and supports structured output so users can define the format in which they'd like to see the search engine's responses. Jesse Dwyer, a Perplexity spokesperson, told TechCrunch that the Sonar API will be accurate to whatever sources Truth Social limits it to. "We have no visibility or control over that," Dwyer said. "Similar to you using the API inside of your own company, or if you were an academic researcher and wanted to use it to search your own data. TechCrunch has reached out to Trump Media to learn more about whether Truth Search AI will have access to the entire web, whether it will prioritize certain sources over others, and whether the AI will be directed to respond favorably about the president and current administration and unfavorably toward Democrats. To assess which sources the search bot would cite, Axios asked it a bunch of questions, like what happened on January 6, 2021, and why was Donald Trump impeached? In all the responses, FoxNews.com was either the most common or the only listed source of information. Others included FoxBusiness.com, The Washington Times, or Epoch Times, per Axios. In contrast, Perplexity's public search engine returns a wider variety of sources, including Wikipedia, Reddit, YouTube, NPR, and Politico. Truth Social plans to refine and expand the search function based on user feedback as we implement a wide range of additional enhancements to the platform, said Devin Nunes, CEO of Trump Media and a former California congressman, in the statement. Dmitry Shevelenko, Perplexity's chief business officer, also noted in the statement that Perplexity's AI delivers answers with transparent citations that allow anyone to dig deeper. In late July, alongside his AI action plan, Trump published an executive order targeting biased AI, or models that aren't ideologically neutral. The order specifically referred to information about race or sex, unconscious bias, systemic racism, and other ideas thrown into the diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) bucket as pervasive and destructive ideology that can distort the quality and accuracy of the output. Truth Search AI comes in the same week that top AI firms like OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google were added to a list of approved vendors that can sell their services to civilian federal agencies. OpenAI on Wednesday reached a deal with the U.S. government's central purchasing arm to sell ChatGPT Enterprise to agencies for just $1 per year. Upwork, a platform that connects companies with freelancers, announced 2 acquisitions to help build out a new standalone enterprise-focused business that could expand its market reach. The San Francisco-based company announced it has acquired Bubty, a workforce management platform, and has signed a definitive agreement to acquire Ascen, a global compliance and EOR, employer of record company, ahead of its second quarter earnings call on August 6th. Upwork will integrate these 2 companies into its existing enterprise business to create a standalone entity under the Upwork umbrella. The move is significant because it will allow Upwork to offer access to talent beyond the independent contractor workforce Upwork is known for, essentially enabling the company to compete in new areas of the corporate staffing market. The new entity will support contract types, including agent of record, employer of record, and staff augmentation. Upwork president and CEO Hayden Brown told TechCrunch that the timing was right to launch this new enterprise-focused business because Upwork's existing enterprise customers have been increasingly asking for access to these talent pools. Most of the providers that exist today force their customers to choose between flexibility and compliance, or speed and scale, or having a digital tool versus having something that's actually robust and for the enterprise, Brown said. And with this new capability, we're refusing to compromise. We're giving our customers all of the benefits they've been looking for, and we've heard loud and clear that they want this singular solution. Brown said that Upwork's existing enterprise business makes up about $100 million of the company's overall $750 million in yearly revenue. Upwork decided to make the enterprise business a standalone entity because enterprises have very different needs regarding compliance and software integrations than the small and mid-sized businesses Upwork's main business works with. Keeping them separate allows for better external branding and better internal focus, Brown said. Upwork vetted more than 100 potential companies to acquire to build out this business, Brown said. The company landed on Bubty and Ascen not only for what they bring separately, but also for how they worked together. Upwork piloted the companies both individually and together. We saw through the power of those pilots how impactful their technology was and how easy it was to basically snap together what each of them offers, along with our existing offering to deliver something very new and innovative in the market, Brown added. Details on the branding and full offerings of the new standalone business are set to be unveiled later this year. That's all for now. For more stories like this one, visit TechCrunch.com.